Okay, so this is my timeline, which starts off with the first animated cartoon created by Disney. They were called the Alice comedies. These cartoons um, defeated my expectations to what I'm used to today. I'm used to SpongeBob, color, characters talking. This was the total opposite. They were black and white, and the only sound was the music played in the background of the cartoons. So I wasn't really interested in this cartoon. My next event on my timeline was the creation of the first cell phone, which was called the Motorola Dyna TAC. It weighed about 2.5 pounds. It wasn't about 8.5 inches tall, so it was hard to carry around or fit in your pocket or be discreet with your cell phone. And it only had a 20-minute battery life. In 1975, the first digital camera is created. Now, this camera is much bigger than the camera that I'm used to today. You couldn't really find a holster for a camera like this. And what's really interesting that instead of an SD card or internal memory, it has a cassette, which is took 23 seconds to capture an image and store it on this cassette. In 1981, the first portable computer is released. This computer was named the Osborne One. It cost $1,795, so it was pretty expensive, so many people didn't have access to it. And it weighed almost 24.5 pounds. So you couldn't carry it around class to class or to work like you would today with most laptops. In 1984, the first CD becomes commercially available in the United States. It was Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA album, which was the first CD that people could buy here in the United States. But it wasn't the first CD for people to be able to buy. That was in Japan, which was another artist and another CD, which was the first for people to be able to purchase and have in their own home. And it made it easier for people to listen to music in the comfort of their homes, whether they were traveling or going to concerts. It was a breakthrough for the music industry. In 1989, Microsoft Office software is introduced. This software wasn't really used in households like it is today. It was used for businesses to help them organize their information and the customers' information, and it was very helpful to many businesses. In July of 1996, Google was released by Sergey Brin, if that's how you pronounce it, and Larry Page. And Google was available for businesses in 1998. And it then branched off into numerous other web services such as Google Docs, Google Blogger, Gmail, all types of Google programs. In 1998 is when Philips introduces the first flat screen television to be produced for commercial use. All this video is a commercial of the um, flat screen. Um, I guess it depicts teenagers and how they're moving in a new place and trying to make room for the television. Many online say that this TV costs about 15,000, but I've seen it on eBay for about 200. So I think that's totally blown out of proportion with the cost of the television. And in August of 1999, I first started using computers. I was a kindergartner, so using computers was so new to me. Having to be able to do educational games and do assignments was so brand new and so also fun at the same time. I was so curious because I didn't have a computer in my home, so this was very new to me. In October of 2001, iPods were released. I didn't have an iPod. I had an MP3 player, which was probably released a couple years after this, but that was my first type of experience with portable music. In 2003, we got our first home computer, which was a compact desktop. In 2006, Twitter was born. It branched off from like about 14 people to 500 million people today. And on September 15th, 2007, I created my own Facebook account. And on August 4th, 2008, my birthday, I received my first cell phone, which was a Razr. It was a Motorola, and it was also a flip phone. And in 2012 was when I got my first laptop. Many people received their first laptop in middle school. My family couldn't afford to have more than one computer in the house, so when I got to college, it was necessary. So my family finally got my own laptop, and I love it. Thank you for listening to my timeline, and I hope you enjoyed.